Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. Today, I want to make you an offer, plain and simple. Today, I want to show you how you can get your 9-figure Google Ads action plan from us within the next 24 hours completely for free. Now, if you've made it this far, you may know a little bit about me and my company, but if you don't, we are Paid House Media. We're Google Ads specialists for e-commerce brands. We've been doing this for the last 3 years. We've generated close to $100 million with Google Ads, and we're one of the best in the world at it, okay? So today, I want to show you how you can get our eyes on your ad account completely for free. Now, this is for you whether you're running Google Ads or even if you're not running Google Ads, right? If you are running Google Ads, we're going to conduct a traditional audit on your account, okay? And we're going to show you all of the low-hanging fruit, whether you're spending $1,000 a day, whether you're spending $100,000 a month, whether you're only spending $5,000 a month, it doesn't matter. So long as you are, an e-commerce brand and you're doing at least $3,000 a month in ad spend, we will go ahead and conduct an audit for you. And this is going to go through your merchant center, your account settings, your campaign structure, your ad copy, your bid strategies, your conversion tracking, literally everything. And we're going to be able to find a bunch of things that you might not have been aware of that if we tweak or optimize, we'll be able to massively improve your performance. And I'm going to show you in a second here how we actually generated $1.4 million for a brand through one of these action plans because we found so many mistakes that they were making, okay? And then this is also relevant for you if you're not running Google Ads and you plan to spend at least $3,000 a month, because what this allowed us to do is essentially create a blueprint for how we would go about launching your account on Google if we were in your shoes. So the campaigns we would launch, the keywords we would target, the angles we would use in the copy, and just the strategy overall that we would use. Okay, so it's relevant for basically anyone at this stage. And here's what you need to know. It's completely for free, all right? If you want to know what's in it for us, we're hoping that we'll make an action plan so good, you just hire us, right? You're just like, can't be bothered to do this. These guys can just come on and do it for us. All right, this takes 24 hours as well, okay? So from the day of our intro call, we'll basically get this turned around for you within 24 hours. Most agencies take a week, quite frankly, which I don't understand how it takes them so long. But we've conducted over 249 of these audits in the last year, so we just do them like this, and we're very good at them, okay? There's no hard sell here. If you can take our audit at the end of the day and run with it. There's no obligation. We have no incentive to sell you if we don't think we can help you, okay? Very simple. All right, we're only going to pitch people that we think we can help. So that's that. And then finally, this is confidential. So we keep all of the findings 100% between you and us, all right? And most importantly, this is going to be incredibly insightful. Okay, as I said, we've conducted over 249 of these, and we manage over $1 million a month in Google Ads spend. And we find the same 6 issues again and again and again, stopping Google Ads accounts from launching and scaling profitably. Okay, so even if you feel like your Google Ads are going well, even if you feel like you've got a good hold of Google Ads, watch these slides to the end. I want to just make sure that you're not going to make these 6 mistakes. Now, as I said, my name is George. I'm the CEO and founder of Paid House Media. We're an e-commerce marketing firm headquartered here in London that specialize in paid ads growth, specifically Google Ads, for 7-figure brands and helping them scale to 8 figures. And we've scaled close to 200 brands now, okay, in the last 3 years, from everything from health and wellness to fashion to bikes to saunas, everything in between, okay? Now, as I said, we've generated close to $100 million with Google Ads. You can see on the left here, this is obviously in GBP because we're UK based, but about £20 million in spend, about £70 million in revenue over the last 1,000 days at an average 4.5x ROAS, all right? Then crazy compression. This is one of the brands that we scaled. I'll actually show you them again in a second here because we actually did one of these action plans for them. And then we were able to get these results from the start of 2024. We spent 322K, bought back 1.4 million. And you can just see the ad spend and the revenue increasing month after month after month after month with our process, all right? Same thing for Helix Infrared, 134K in 3 months. Same thing for Gum of Gods, 136K in, I think that's 2 months, 1 month, yeah. And a bunch of other testimonials and stuff like that. But you get all this marketing stuff shoved in your face all the time, so I'm just gonna skip past that. Now, if you just wanna fast track your action plan, then you can click the first link in the description, fill in a short application just to make sure you're qualified and that we can actually deliver one of these action plans to you. And then if you are, you'll hop on a quick intro call with me or my team. We'll get a little bit of context about your brand, and then we will go ahead and grab read-only access. If we are auditing anything, if we're not, we don't need to. And we'll go ahead and get this action plan turned around for you in the next 24 hours. But please go ahead and act now because our capacity with these action plans is pretty small. I'm just gonna grab my phone here and literally show you how booked out we get with these. This is over the last few weeks. You can see the pink squares here are all brand owners asking for one of these action plans. You can see this was a particularly busy week. This was a particularly busy week. This was a particularly busy week. And remember, we can only do about 5 or 10 of these at a time. So if you are interested, go ahead and click that link in the description. But if you want to learn more, then stick around. So we're going to go through why your Google Ads might not be working so well, how our action plan works, a case study from one of our action plans, and then essentially how to get started. So 6 reasons that are probably holding your Google ads back. Number 1, overspending on brand, okay? You may have heard this one before, but stick around because the issue is not just overspending on brand in dedicated branded search campaigns. Okay, and by the way, if you don't understand what I mean by brand, I mean, let's say Gymshark. Okay, everyone knows the company Gymshark. Gymshark would be bidding, or advertising, let's say, on their own Gymshark name. So when someone types in Gymshark into the search bar, you see an ad which, for Gymshark, someone clicks on that. That is a branded search. Okay, that's fine in its own place. The problem is when branded terms start to slip into cold campaigns, and this is what most people don't understand. In your Performance Max campaign, in your shopping campaign, in your non-branded search campaign, you think these are cold campaigns that are going after cold new customers, searching for generic things. In the case of Gymshark, people searching for gym clothes, gym shorts, whatever. But then when you open up your search terms or your performance insights, you see your brand name as one of the top converting terms. This is a huge problem because you're actually really not generating very many new net customers, and you're massively inflating your ROAS in the platform, causing the campaigns to think they're doing better than they are. So they're going to keep reinvesting and flywheeling towards those branded searches, and it's just a bit of a mess. You need to make sure that you brutally separate your branded campaigns from your cold campaigns, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is you're double tracking or missing conversions. Happens all the time. You don't have offline conversion tracking in place, or you're just counting like add to carts as primary, or you've got 2 purchase conversion actions. It sounds stupid, but we see it all the time. Can really, really hurt your account. Number 3 is underperforming products getting too much spend. Performance Max and automated campaigns like this, even shopping campaigns on a T-ROAS, will essentially determine where to put the spend out of your entire product catalog. And they work in mysterious ways, because oftentimes what we see is these campaigns putting a lot of spend towards products that are not getting a good ROAS or new customer CPA. It's a big problem. What we want to do is we want to segment in a lot of cases, segment these campaigns out and force spend onto high performing products. And we can do this with custom labels in Google Merchant Center. It's one of our favorite strategies to use. Number 4 is just poor product feed optimization. Okay. So this goes beyond just product titles. It's product images you're using, descriptions, etc. This is a huge one for the success of your shopping ads, which by the way, should be over 60% of your account revenue. Then is poor account structure. Okay, so just not using a good variety of campaigns or having too much spend towards the bottom of the funnel and not enough towards the top of the funnel. And then finally, just neglecting negative keywords and placements. Okay, sounds simple, but trust me, a lot of wasted spend goes to just bad keywords. And all of these problems we just covered contribute to simply just more expensive traffic, okay? What we're trying to solve here as advertisers in the simplest form is getting a good CAC, a good cost of acquiring a new customer. And that really just comes down to how much your traffic is costing you and what the conversion rate is, okay? So if we can fix all those things, we're gonna massively bring the cost per visit down. So here's what we look for when we go ahead and do an action plan inside of your account, okay? It's a pretty exhaustive list. This is what some of our account plans look like. Okay, we're going to go through a summary of your account. We're going to go through, your different how much you're spending on different platforms. We're going to go through the just the structure of your account. We're going to go through your ad copy. We're going to go through your conversion actions. We're just going to go through everything, your bid strategies as well. All right. Now, here's a quick case study. So we did a 50-page action plan for this brand here. And then after they hired us to execute on it, we made $1.4 million for them from $322K in ad spend, okay? Now, they were working with an agency before us, and this agency was absolutely fleecing them. As you can see here, they were double tracking purchases. So it just messed up their revenue reporting in their account. Branded search was about 77% of the account's entire revenue. So the account was just not driving any incremental revenue whatsoever. PMAX, which they thought was cold, actually had their brand name as the second highest converting term. Brand was even slipping into their standard shopping as well. Okay, so there was just literally no cold campaigns whatsoever. Their account structure was completely cooked. They were spending way too much on branded search. They were spending hundreds of dollars on just bad search terms like discount codes, reviews, coupon codes, keywords we just do not find bring high quality new customers. They were even spending more money on existing web visitors. So they were bidding higher for people that had been to the website in the last 13, 14, 7 days. And they were also just not actually segmenting out their listing group structure so that they couldn't even see how individual products were really performing and, make any kind of changes in regards to excluding underperforming products, as I talked about earlier. So the account was just absolutely cooked. We came in though, we fixed all of those changes within pretty much a 7 or 14 day period in early 2024. And then we were able to successfully scale them month after month after month. And we did about $1.4 million of revenue at 4.5x ROAS. Okay. So If that sounds like something that you would like, whether you're running Google Ads or you're not, here are what the next steps look like, okay? Go ahead and click the link in the description, fill out your short application, hop on a call with me or my team, and we will essentially go through your e-commerce brand's goals, bottlenecks, unit economics, etc. We'll explain our approach to Google Ads and how our process works. We'll answer any questions you have about us. We'll get read-only access, and we can even send over an NDA if that's something that you want. We'll book in your follow-up action plan call on that initial call as well, so that we can present the action plan to you. And then we'll go ahead and turn that around within 24 hours, okay? And then on that second call, if we believe we can help you, we'll make an offer, but it's absolutely no obligations. You can just take our action plan and run with it if you so wish. Now, hopefully that has got you excited. If you've made it this far, you must be somewhat interested in one of these action plans. So I just really would implore you, go ahead and click that link. This offer will not be around forever, I promise you, because it's going to absolutely clog up my team's capacity. But I just want to go ahead and deliver one of these audits and action plans to you before Q4 so you can ensure your Google Ads are in top condition from a team that's generated over $100 million with them, okay? Now, a couple more FAQs. If you're still hanging around, you've got some questions. Number one, will this plan get me results? Yes. Okay, we've done some of these action plans, and then we've literally seen within the first 30 days, brands go and implement the stuff that we tell them to do, and their ROAS, CPA, or revenue will improve within the first 30 days, okay? It's pretty insane, but that's how low-hanging fruit-based audits work. Like, we'll just find certain things that if you tweak, you'll just get outsized returns. Is this safe? Yes, we're only going to request read-only access. All right, so we won't be able to make any changes. Not that we would ever do that. So it's completely safe and secure. Why do you need to reply? Because a proper Google Ads plan is going to take time. And as I said, we can only do so many of these. So we only want to help brands that, we can actually help, right? So if you have under a certain budget, if you're not spending $3,000 a month at the moment, or you're not planning to spend over $3,000 a month on ads, we can't help you, I'm afraid. Okay, because we can only do so many of these. Now, finally, what is our capacity? We can only do about 5 or 10 plans at any one time, because obviously our priority is towards our existing clients. We want to make sure we're spending a lot of time on them. So as I said, if this is something that you want to go ahead and do, then click the first link in the description, fill out an application, hop on a call with my team, and we will deliver your action plan to you very, very soon. Looking forward to speaking. See you inside.